Guys, today I'm filming my monthly makeup ranking for December. I have 14 products here to rank for you. And of course, we've got some fails, and really all of these are more of disappointments. I just expected a little bit more from them. None of them are awful. Then I have things that were fine, and I do have some favorites. So let's just jump right in at number 14. That would be this lip gloss from Mented Cosmetics. It's in the shade Pink About Me. It's a very pretty pink shade. I absolutely love this color. This is a very smooth gloss, not sticky whatsoever, but it is very, very thin and disappears from your lips in 10 minutes flat, which is just disappointing. I have gotten into more smooth lip colors that might not be the most long wearing, but I would still like a gloss to last me 30 minutes, and this one just doesn't. And that's a bummer because I really like this shade, and I just have so many lip products. I got this as a freebie from Ulta, so I am passing that on to a friend. Next at number 13, I'm sad about this. This is from Ofra and Samantha March. It's the Life's a Draft palette. So in here you get the blush in 6, highlight in Dream Chaser, and the bronzer in Key. So this bronzer is the matte side of her individual duo, and the blush is the shimmer side of her individual duo. The highlight was originally exclusive to this palette. Now they have released it as a single, and then you have these 8 eyeshadows, and 3 of them have shimmer, the rest are matte. I use every single shade. I will have linked down below my makeup of the days on Instagram so you guys can see all the looks that I created. And it was just dull. The mattes needed a lot of building. They looked a little muddy. The shimmers were pretty, but not metallic like I like. They just were a very subtle shimmer. And this deep like grape color here, I love that on my eye because of like the depth of that shade, but it would have been even better if it was more shimmery, so that's disappointing. I just do not like the cheek products on me. I really like the highlight, and I think Ofra has an amazing highlight formula. So far I'm not really that impressed by the blush and bronzer formula, and I thought about getting this highlight, and I'm glad that I did not because I have a lot of other highlights from Ofra that are similar. Glazed Donut, Pillow Talk, I have Cloud 9, so a lot of similar shades. And when I swatched that color next to the others, it looked like it had a bit more of a gray undertone, and I didn't like it as well as the others I already had, and I already have very similar ones. So I am going to stop trying to make Ofra eyeshadows work for me. I have tried 2 palettes like this, and I've tried 2 or 3 5 pans, and they just don't work for me. I just expect more from them. They're just kind of basic and they're expensive. So this is something that I'm going to be passing on to a friend as well. I hope that she likes it a lot more than I did, and I really wanted to love it because I love Samantha. And honestly, my favorite things that I've tried from Ofra so far would be their highlighters and their liquid lipsticks. The other things just have not impressed me. Next, number 12. This is something that I got recently from Look Fantastic. I did do a video trying on all the products that I got. I have several of those things in this video today. I will have that linked for you guys. This is the Kevyn Aquan Lights Up Sculpt Blush Duo, and in here you have this blush and highlight duo in Rose Glow, and then you have the Sculpting Powder in Medium. I thought this would be the perfect little duo because I've always wanted to try this Sculpting Powder because everybody loves it. This is too gray on me, and I know that you were supposed to contour with gray tone powders. I don't know if I just can't blend well enough. My undertone is too yellow. I don't know what it is, but I think it looks awful on me. And the formula is great. It was not patchy. It's just I can't with the color, and I feel like that's happening to me with another product that I didn't find to be as cool tone, but it was just not working for me. And then the blush and highlight duo, I feel like the highlight side is very thin and chalky. The blush is pretty, but you really have to layer it up. It kind of fades away, so just this product, I wasn't impressed with like the quality of it. And then this, I just didn't like the shade. So this is already being passed on to a friend. A lot of declutters here, but you know, I'm trying not to hold on to things that I don't love. At number 11, we have them wearing on my lips today. This is the Illamasqua Hydra Lip Tint in the shade Picnic Plum. So I already have one of these in Mocktail, which I really enjoy. This is a really comfortable tinted lip balm, but it is on the thinner side, so this does wear away very quickly. And I bought this because of khaki. So if you guys can see, it is orange on the outside, and then in the center is a teal strip, and it's supposed to be a plum shade like you see on the bottom. That is how this looks on khaki, which is why I bought it. I thought it was so beautiful. On me, it just looks very blue. In my like first impression with these products, when I first applied it, it made my lips look dead. So I've tried it a couple more times. Today I used it with a warmer lip liner, hoping that would balance it out. And I think it did. I think it looks fine, but I just have to work too much with it. So I am gonna be passing this on to a friend as well, which is a shame. I really do like this formula. I love the Mocktail shade I have. It's like a pretty like warm pinky coral color. There is a nude shade that I'm interested in that's like a yellow brown. I'm still interested in that because I really like this formula. Next at number 10, I have these Kaja eyeshadow stacks. And I know that these were very popular years ago. I bought mine sometime last year and I'm just now getting around to trying them. I have these two shades here that have one shimmer shadow and two matte shadows. And then I have another one, Orange Blossom, which is 3 shimmer shades. I'm very excited to try that one because I love the shimmer in both of these, but I do not like the mattes. And this first one is what I'm wearing today. This is Glowing Guava. So this is a shimmer shade. Very beautiful. I love that it has a little bit of glitter in there because it makes it look very dimensional on the eyes. I have a cream base underneath like I always do. Then we have the lighter matte I use as my transition and crease color and to buff out the shade on my lower lash line, which would be the darkest matte. And then I also put this in my outer corner. So the good thing about the mattes is that they're not patchy and they're very blendable. I actually had to build it up quite a bit, and I do still definitely have some definition from that darker shade. And the transition color, you know, I took it up pretty high and then I wanted to blend out the edges, and I feel like it blended very well, almost too much. So I'm not quite ready to get rid of these. I need to play with them a little bit more, but I definitely can see myself getting rid of these just because the mattes are just okay. Then the other one I have is Chocolate Dahlia, which I wore this in a video recently too. I love that shimmer. It is so pretty. I'm sure I have something similar. Then we have the lighter matte. And, oh, the darker matte. I just put my finger in it. So it's very smooth. And it's just like a thinner formula. Like I said, well, my hand's very dry, so it's not blending on my hand very well, but like it just is kind of too blendable for me. So I would not buy any more of the stacks that have the matte shades in them, but I would definitely be interested, from what I believe, in maybe more of the all shimmer ones, but I don't want to commit to that yet because I haven't used the all shimmer one yet. But the shimmer shades I think are very good. I was just disappointed by the mattes. By the way, these are in my fine category. Same with the next 3 products. So this, unfortunately, at number 9 is the Milani All-Inclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette, the light to medium version. And this is supposed to be like a dupe for one of the Charlotte Tilbury like face and eye palettes. So you have a bronzer, a highlighter, shimmer blush, matte blush, 2 matte shadows, and a shimmer shadow. So out of here, I really like the matte blush and I like the eyeshadows. The shimmer blush is just very shimmery, and the highlight and the bronzer I think are a little dark and a little bit too warm tone. I would like for this to be a champagne instead of a gold, and for this one to be a little bit more of a neutral bronze. I think that would have gone better with this being for a light to medium skin tone. So I just really like the bronzer. Also is very dusty. I think the blushes are dusty as well, but I don't necessarily mind having a dusty blush like I do a dusty bronzer. So if these were different shades. I think I would like this better. I thought about decluttering this, but I just can't quite do it. I really like the shimmer shade. I liked the eye look a lot. It's nothing like super extraordinary. The matte shadows and the matte face powders are very powdery. The shimmer shade is nice and metallic on the lids, which I love. This is more drugstore quality. It really is. It's just fine for me. Like, part of me, because, you know, I did just do a big declutter recently / chopping block video, I wanted to be like, this is going in the declutter, but then I was just like, couldn't do it. And I've worn it a couple more times since then, and I'm not quite there yet. So these products are like, I want to declutter them, but like I can't quite do it yet. So we'll see what happens with them. And then the next two fine products I'm definitely keeping, but I just didn't love them as much as I thought I would. The first would be the Persona Identity 1 palette. And there are 12 shades in here. I did use every single color. I, again, will leave my Instagram make of the days down below. Humble is a really nice matte cream shade with more of a peachy undertone that did work really well for me to clean up. The shimmers in here I do find to be very pigmented. I don't have to like go back a million times to layer my shadow. They do have a nice shine to them. The mattes are pigmented. They like very pigmented. They blend nicely. I think I just am not super in love with all of the shades, but the good thing is I think that with a lot of these mattes, they would work really well on a medium tan skin tone. For me, there really weren't transition shades in here, and I was trying to just use this palette. So I was going in with a light hand and really trying to blend out, and they did work nicely in that way, which is good, but I definitely don't mind pulling in other eyeshadows for transition colors. I do that all the time. But like I said, I was trying to mostly just use this palette. I think the colors are very pretty. I liked the looks I created, but there really wasn't any look in here that I was like, wow, I love that look. I'm gonna reach for this palette all the time to do that look. I just didn't have that feeling from it, but the quality is good. The looks were pretty, but just nothing that blew me off my feet. Next at number 7, we have the Buxom Wanderlust blush in Seychelles, and I have 2 other shades from this line. I absolutely love them, and it's just Steph really loves this blush. Other people do as well, but I bought it because of Steph, and this is a nude blush that has like a silver shimmer in it. So I thought maybe this isn't super nude, maybe it's more of like a mauve nude. So it matches my skin tone very well, actually. So here's what that looks like. And I think I might just need to move this to my fall blushes. Here I can see like a little bit of pink in it. It's not straight nude. It definitely does have that silver shimmer. I feel like what looks to be like a warmy nude blush with silver shimmer is very confusing to me. And basically, there was a day where I used this with my winter contour, which is the Balm Take Home the Bronze in Oliver, and my cheeks looked very muddy because that's a little bit more cool tone. This apparently is not, and they did not mix well together. So that was really my fault. It wasn't the fault of the blush. This is a great formula, very long wearing, pigmented, blends out nicely. I really love the formula of these blushes. I just didn't love the shade as much as everybody else, and it could just be the other products that I was pairing with it. I did wear this with more warm tone looks from the Persona palette, and I think it was pretty. I do look forward to using this again with some other cheek products, and I might feel differently about it. Next at number 6 is something that is like teetering on fine and favorite because the quality is great. There are some really pretty shades in here, but I don't quite know how often I'm going to be reaching for this. And this is the Sigma Magnifique palette. This was their holiday 2021 palette. And part of the reason I'm like so on this is because I'm comparing it to the 2020 palette, which was like warm neutrals, but I love that one. I actually love it more than the Ambiance palette. It's gonna be my yearly favorites. I love it so much. And I just love those tones better. But really, the colors in here are very pretty. So you have 3 shimmers, 3 mattes. I like that they have them here as duos. This color is darker than my preference, but I do think it's nice to add in here to help deepen up looks to make this work better for more skin tones. And the shades in here are rather unique. These look like warm shades compared to the other things, but they're not. They do have some coolness to them, which is very interesting, but these perform super well. The shimmers do have a nice metallic finish to them. The mattes are pigmented and blendable. I really love Sigma shadows, and this definitely is a good palette. I was happy with the 2 looks that I created with it. I did use all of the shades, I believe, so I do recommend this one. I think it is very good. And then we've got my top 5 products, and this is something that I've used, you know, off and on for a little while now, but I realized I didn't really get back to you on it. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Creamy Fill and Define Lip Liner in the shade Crush. I got this for $3 from the BoxyCharm Facebook group. The shape of this is kind of similar to an Anastasia brow definer or a Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil, and it just makes it easy to line your lips, fill them in completely. This definitely is creamy. I don't think it slip sides all around, but if you like a more dry wooden lip liner like the ones from MAC or like the NYX Slim lip pencils, I don't know that you'll love this, but I don't find it to be quite as like creamy as ColourPop, but I really like this shade. I think it's a very nice warm pinky nude. I used this today with that Illamasqua lip color, and I do think it helped balance it out nicely. This is very good. I'm very happy that I have this, especially for $3, and it's something that I could totally see myself using up at some point. It does come with a lot of products, but I really like this formula and this color, which makes me very happy. Next is something that I've used the formula before. It's actually a holy grail formula of mine, but I finally tried this shade that I purchased last year. So at number 4, this is a Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in Mood. I wore this in a video recently. This is a very, very dark, vampy red lip color. It's like a deep red. It looks so pretty. I do not like wearing vampy dark lip colors because my lip line is very uneven, and I find it to be really noticeable when I'm wearing a dark color, but I did not mind. I loved it. I thought it looked so pretty, looked nice with my teeth. It didn't make them look yellow or anything. Dose of Colors has my favorite matte liquid lipstick formula, so very happy that I have this shade and I tried it. It is definitely different for me. Totally recommend that. Next at number 3, I am not surprised. This is the Persona Super Blush in Caramel. I love this blush formula. She only has 3 shades so far, but they're all beautiful matte blushes. They are very pigmented. They blend out really nicely. There is a little bit of kick up, but not too badly. I love these so much. Love this color. It's going to be a staple of mine for winter, and I hope they come up with some more shades this year. I also love her very like simple, sleek packaging. Next at number 2 is something that I think I've reviewed before, but I used it a couple times this month and really loved it, so I wanted to mention it again. This is the M Cosmetics Infinite Lip Cloud in the shade Rose Nude. Originally, you know, I thought this was lighter than it really was. Basically, a lot of liquid lipsticks look lighter in the tube than they do when they dry down on my lips. I have very fair skin tone. I have very lightly colored lips. Originally, I had put this with spring makeup, but I found that this is more mauve-y, a little darker than what I would wear in spring. So this is perfect for winter. This is a dry down liquid lipstick, but it does not feel drying. It is a little bit more on the moussey side than liquidy. So it's very comfortable, easy to apply. I really love this color. I love the applicator because it's like that little chair. So it just perfectly hugs your lips, makes it easy to line and fill them in completely. So really loved this one. I think it pairs really nicely with this Persona Caramel Blush. And then at number 1 is another product from the Sigma Holiday Collection. This is the Berry Glow Cheek Duo. I really want the Cinderella Duo because I have Holiday 2020. I love Sigma cheek products, and this is incredible. You have the Sizzle Highlight and the Berry Love Blush. These would be so good for so many skin tones because they're very pigmented and they are deeper shades. The highlight has like a nice lighter reflect, but it actually, you can tell right there, has a darker base to it, and this is a beautiful peachy highlight. The blush, like, they're so richly pigmented. I'm wearing them both today and they work for me, but they would work for medium tan complexions as well. because of the depth of them, the richness to them, so pigmented, blend really nicely. I just love Sigma cheek products so much. I will have some more of them in my yearly favorites as well. I would love for them to just keep putting out more cheek products because I think that the quality and the colors are just so beautiful and fantastic. I just love this so, so much. So guys, those are the 14 products that I tested and wanted to review for you guys this month. And honestly, overall, the things that I really like, but recently my friend Jean was like, oh, what makeup have you been like obsessed with recently? And I was like, nothing, because there were so many things that disappointed me this month. And I did declutter a lot more things that were in my makeup basket that I did not review here today, but I was just disappointed overall. It's good to move things out of my collection, but I want to fall in love with everything and I just didn't. But the things that I like, I really, really like and definitely recommend to you guys. So I would love to hear your thoughts if you try these things in the comments down below. I would also love to hear what things you've tried recently and what your thoughts are on them. Let me know if there are some things I need to pick up or stay away from. I want to thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.